Hello, I'm Laura. As a patient with asthma, I'm interested in health research. I think research is the best way to help improve treatments and develop new and better ones. That's why I'm keen to help researchers design studies that make a difference to people's lives. Researchers develop and test treatments to make sure they work and are safe. To do this, they look at the effects treatments have on patients by measuring outcomes. For example, last year I took part in Dr. Smith's study that tested a new asthma treatment. Dr. Smith measured an outcome of how often I used my reliever inhaler before and after taking the new treatment. But there is a problem, because the same outcomes aren't always measured for the same health condition, and different researchers throughout the world often measure different outcomes. So, for example, Dr. Lopez in Spain might be looking at the number of times patients have to go into hospital with their asthma as an outcome, while Dr. Bedi in India may decide to measure nighttime wheeze. When these asthma treatment studies are finished, they can't be compared or combined because they've used different outcomes. It's then difficult to know which treatment is best. It's a bit like trying to compare apples with bananas. This isn't just a challenge for asthma, but for many different health conditions affecting patients throughout the world. So, how can we solve this problem? It's simple, really. If all studies in a particular health condition measure the same set of outcomes, they can be easily compared and combined. Once agreed, this set of outcomes is called a core outcome set. But deciding on which outcomes are core requires discussions and input from the right people. The core outcomes need to be relevant to patients, like me, health professionals and researchers, so that we can design studies that are more relevant to patients. People working on core outcome sets need to make sure that patients and health professionals both have their say. To do this, they often use consensus methods. Consensus methods include surveys, meetings, and discussions where everybody's views can be heard and taken into account. When a core outcome set has been agreed, the hope is that researchers will use it in all studies for that health condition. We'll be able to learn more about the condition because findings can be compared and combined. In the long run, this means treatments that work will be available to patients more quickly. If you want to find out more information about core outcome sets, visit www.comet-initiative.org.